G'day guys, it's Simon here from Pumped On Property, and today we're down on the road in South Brisbane with my mate Josh, checking out one of his investment properties. Now, Josh has been investing for what, over 10 years now?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Over 10 years. He's done 3 properties up here in Brisbane, chose to go down that rent investment path, obviously growing up in Sydney. Obviously it's ridiculously expensive to buy properties down there, so the strategy has been to kind of build a portfolio in Queensland, generate some capital growth off that in order to be able to buy a property down there where you're hopefully maybe thinking of doing a duplex down there at some point in the next few years, right?
Yeah, exactly, that's the plan.
Now, Josh has been super successful with his investments, literally picked the eyes out of the market and really bought at the bottom of the cycle for every single one of the suburbs that you got into. So I believe the first one was about 2015 in a suburb called Acacia Ridge, which you bought for
323,000 back then, yeah.
And then in 2024 last year, you just sold it for what?
730, so
yeah.
You
more than doubled the property's value over about a 9-year period, which is an incredible return on investment. Then a few years later, we bought him a piece of land in North Brisbane near the new university there at Petrie, and helped him build a dual income house and granny flat. I can't remember what the project cost was for that one.
In total for land and build, I think is around 540,000. So yeah, and yeah, now it's be up close to the mil. So
up around a mil. And what's it renting for?
1,005, I think, in total for both sides, because it's a dual lock.
And do you still get depreciation on that?
Yeah, for the first 10 years you will. So yeah, it obviously drops down as the years go on, but the first couple of years are really generous and then sort of fades away. But yeah.
So you're probably about 12 months away from being able to double that as well, which is incredible. And then this is the most recent property that Josh picked up in Regent's Park down on the south side. Now, I think we picked this one up for mid to high sixes.
No, it was down bottom, lower than that. It was 465. So
465.
Yeah, I know, it seems like, because it's gone up quite a bit in a number of years. So,
but the funny thing is with that journey, it's been, you know, Acacia Ridge is what, like 12 kilometers from the Brisbane CBD, maybe even less, maybe shorter than that. So obviously started closer to the city, then Lawnton bought that prior to the new university being opened up. So then that infrastructure project really pushed it up. And then, you know, buying here in Logan in 2021 was really the bottom of the cycle here as well. So, you know, it's cool to talk about that because we get to see the different markets within a market. You know, you don't just go and rinse and repeat the same strategy over and over and over again. Even though you're buying, you know, 2 to 3 years apart from each of those, you're forced to diversify within that city. But today we came down here because you've never had a chance to come and check out the property. So Davo flew up from Sydney this morning, picked him up from the Brizzy airport, doing a bit of a drive around. And we're here with his property manager to start to think about what we can do with the property. So you've got a fair few options. Obviously, it's a unrenovated 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom property at the moment. But because we've got this garage under roofline, there is pretty easy way to convert that into a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. But it's on a 696 square metre block of land as well. So we've got a huge backyard, which gives us an opportunity to either build a granny flat in the backyard, but we're currently working through the process with some surveyors, engineers and town planners to determine if we could actually do a strata titled subdivision similar to my project. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, you can go check out the videos on my project, the duplex project. So after having a bit of a look through the property, you know, where's your mind at? What are you ideally hoping to do with this one?
Ideally, I'd like to get the relaxation done because I can make the most of that, I think, with doing a build out the back, separate titles and sell them separately. I think that's the best thing I can do, but whether I can get a relaxation with the council or not is another thing. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, but if not, I do want to do something to it. Just so I probably will go down the route of getting the 4th bedroom done in the garage kind of thing, so I don't have to extend the roof. But it needs to be cost effective. But
you know, it's interesting because right now in the city of Logan, you need at least a 700 square metre block of land to be able to do that. So it can be quite tricky to get those relaxations. They are pretty strict on it. We tried last year and they turned it down. But now that more of these projects have been created and I think the council is becoming more comfortable with it, you know, we'll keep our fingers crossed, but there's absolutely no guarantees there. Today, just wanted to share a little bit about your journey. You know, it's very uncommon for people to choose that rent investment path. But I think it's becoming more and more popular for people that are living in Sydney, that are living in these regions that are ridiculously expensive, because it can be difficult to justify the mortgage and the holding costs associated with buying a non-income producing home in that market when you can go out and buy 3 properties for the same price of one where you live.
Exactly, yeah, that's right.
But no, thank you for being open and honest, mate, and,
cool.
willing to share your story. There you go, guys, bit of a case study. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
G'day guys, my name's Ben and I'm the director here at Pumped on Property, and I just want to say a massive thank you for watching our content today. Now, if you're thinking about buying an investment property in the next 3 to 12 months, then the team and I would love to offer you a one-on-one strategy session. In that session, we can talk about exactly where you are right now, where you'd like to be longer term, and we can deeply educate you on the Australian market. And then you can take that information and go and absolutely smash it on your own, or potentially become one of the small number of clients that we work with each week. To book your session, all you have to do is go to www.pumpedonproperty.com and click that book your free strategy session button. But either way, we wish you all the best on your journey as an investor to financial freedom.